Yeah, I know she's cuter, but I picked her first. How many like it when people have a huge problem that you don't have? I do. I like it when I hear about other people's problems and I can help solve their problems instead of mine. I can't ever solve mine. Can you solve yours? No. About 25 years ago, I had a great idea. And my kids were about 8 and 10 years old, maybe 11 and 9, something like that. And my wife and I were just this high, maybe this high, in credit card debt and refinanced home, double financed on my house. And we were just really, really struggling and not knowing what we were doing right. And I had this great idea. It's called a consolidation loan. And I had this great idea, get lower interest rate. Went out there and I made this consolidated loan. Do you think that helped me? That about killed me. Because pretty quick, within about 3 years, all those credit card debts were back to the same spot I was before. If you're thinking you can get rich by going in debt, you're as crazy as I was. And I guess that's just another segue. Say, come to see me with financial peace. I got 2 in there scanned instead of 1.
Thanks, Andres.
Hey.
Again, I just want to say something quick about small groups. You know, right now, Boise East, Boise, they're really representing this church with the groups and the group leaders. We have a couple of people that may be from the Napa-Caldo area, but really 75% of our membership is over in that area. So I want to strongly encourage you to attend a group, because I know there's some people would like to do groups, but they don't know how they're done, and so you attend one. It's real simple. You attend, you hang out with friends. It's one night a week, and then from there, the next semester rolls around. You have an idea. You need some help. At least you broke the ground. So please get involved in those. Don't let that just fall on deaf ears. And invite a friend. You know, invite a friend, because we have friends that have financial problems. We have friends also that have need different social aspect in their life, whatever it might be. That's why these groups are here, to try to reach out to the community also. Before we begin, let's pray. Okay? You do? Oh, yeah, that's right. Then you pray. No, good.
Yeah, but wait, there's more. As the saying, Laura will be etched in stone about our announcement time, I think. That was epic. But good stuff. And listen, I want to make sure you guys know one other thing. Actually, 2 other things. Number 1, February 18th is a date I'd love for you guys to know if you are musically inclined. And the reason for that is that on February 18th, we're going to be holding open auditions again for the music ministry at the Experience. And we're actually going to audition for any position, including a leader position, okay? So that means if you play keyboard, fantastic. Guitar, fantastic. Nose harp, okay, cool. Go ahead and come. I grew up on bluegrass, so I don't care. Whatever instrument, including vocal, obviously, is an instrument too. If you're interested in auditioning, we are going to be doing that February 18th. I'm going to have actually a sheet out next week, next Sabbath. We can sign up, tell me what instrument you're interested in auditioning for, so I know. We'll also create a short set list that we'll have copies of that you can take home to actually get to know the songs, learn and practice them. And if you're curious, no, we don't do American Idol. We don't sit at a table and I don't know who would be Randy. You'd be Simon. Anyway. All right, Paula. That was Paula. You've done better looking, I'm just saying. If not completely out of it. And feminine. All the time. But okay, so what we do is we'll give you this set list. You can practice it, get comfortable with it. And then the band that you see right now, more or less, will be the band that you play with or sing with, and you'll just come jump in with us and do a little bit of those songs with us, and we'll go through the process like that. The other thing that I want to make sure I communicate with everybody, and the thing I want to be very clear about on this, is if you have any questions, please ask. We want to make sure that everybody is in the loop on this. For years, Chris Gilbreth has led a team here at the Experience faithfully. And Chris is still a member of the Experience. He's involved in strategy, he's involved in administration. But some of you may know that Chris is also actively involved now with the young people at Gym State. He has a passion for teenagers and teenagers learning how to worship and how to play instruments and be actively involved in worship. And so Chris has made a decision to step back from leading a team here at the Experience actively, so that he can not only continue to give his energies towards Strat and administration here at the Experience, but also be able to have the flexibility to work with kids. Because if any of you have had teenagers in high school, you know their schedule's a bit like a ping pong ball. And he needs the flexibility to be able to work with that and connect with those kids. And I am so super excited for him. I wish you guys knew how excited I am for him. Because I was a high school teacher for 6 years, and one of my passions was to see kids get involved in worship. And it's so darn cool to see that happen. And I'm so proud of him. And so I want you to know that you're going to still see Chris and Deborah. They're still going to be involved with the church. But if you don't see him lead worship and you go, what's going on? It's because he's a very, very busy guy. He's very actively involved. And he's choosing to invest some energies for the next while, at least, in the kids at Gym State as well. And I think that's fantastic. So I just want you guys to know that. And so therefore, the 18th, one last thing, and then we'll actually get back to music, which will be fun, I think. I also want you to know I have a harebrained idea. I call it harebrained because I may regret it. In fact, I probably will regret it. Yeah, I'll regret it. I think it would be kind of cool for us to have, if you've ever seen contemporary worship, sometimes you see a worship choir. Maybe not your traditional type choir where they do Latin hymns or whatever, I love those. But kind of a worship choir that accentuates what's going on with the worship band. And one of my dreams would be for the Experience to have a worship choir. And so if you're like, oh, I don't know if that's my style, or I don't know if they would. If you sing, I'd still like you to audition, because there could very well be a place for you. And I would love to see a worship choir be a part of what we do this year. It'll probably kill me, but that's okay. It's a good cause. My wife will get the life insurance. I don't know. Anyway, but please, if you sing, keep that in mind. If you're like, well, there's only 2 singers a team, how could they possibly need me? Very likely we do, because we're going to be looking at building that. So anyway, I want to invite you to stand with me if you're willing. Nobody makes you do that here. If you're not comfortable with that, that's all right. But I would really love to encourage you to stand together. We're going to sing a couple pretty energetic songs, kind of caffeine in your veins kind of songs, and get the blood flowing. And we're going to be asking you to sing at the top of your lungs. And so that can be easier when you're standing up. So if you would, that would be fantastic.